Howdy there folks, this is Lapidary Dave, and right now I want to make a quick video on making book match pairs. And I'm going to be using double-sided tape to make this happen. I'm going to be cutting this Ricolite serpentine from Grant County, New Mexico. It's kind of a staple here in Taos. Almost all the lapidaries cut this material at one point or another. This and the Taos County Lapidary, a lot of us cut. Pretty cute stuff. Anyway, I processed this by trimming it up on my trim saw and then flat lapping it a bit. But to start with, you don't really need to get it the same shape. You just need to have roughly the size of the shape you'd like able to fit inside the two pieces that you're going to be cutting. They don't have to be 100% the same thickness. You can work on that on your lapidary machine or with whatever you're cutting with. So yeah, I'm just going to take some double-sided tape. I got this stuff at Lowe's. It was way too much money. I think it was like $11 or something. I saw it at Walmart for like $6. And I'm going to stick this right here. In the past, I have used super glue to make book-matched pairs, but it's a little tough for me to remove the super glue. I like to use acetone, which smells really bad. And it's hard for the acetone to get into the glue in between the two pieces. So I've been using double-sided tape for a few months now. Book-matched pairs are super profitable. Every single year at the Tucson Gem and Mineral Show, people ask me, do I have book-matched pairs? Which I almost never do. And so I've been making a lot lately. So all I'm going to do is stick this on here, like that. And then I'm going to trim up the excess tape. I'm going to go get a pair of scissors. Alright, found a pair of scissors hiding in my grandmother's stash. She likes to hide all the scissors. She uses them for her drum making. Don't tell her that I'm chopping up tape. I see a lot of folks on social media, a lot of wholesalers from overseas, they just kind of eye the book matches out. I've seen a few people just hold the stones together and work them to get book matches, but a lot of these folks are using non-traditional lapidary machines. They're using like stone lapidary wheels, and a lot of them don't use water, and so I think that might be a little bit less friction and pull, and it might be easier for them to make book match pairs than folks that use like water-driven machines. Anyway, doesn't need to be perfect. The machine's going to eat up a lot of this tape. Okay, so we have the book matched. All right, so we have it stuck together. It's not 100% perfect, but again, that doesn't really matter. Just make sure whatever shape you want to make ultimately fits inside the little sandwich there. I'm going to take this to my lapidary machine. I'm going to start with 80 grit, 220, 280, and then I'm actually going to drill these little pieces here. I'm going to be making a slightly oversized hole, or at least a little bit bigger than I normally would be drilling for earrings. But I've been making earrings with a slightly larger hole, and they've been selling pretty well, regardless. Alright, so here's our shape. Got it a little bit more even. I'm not too worried about it being 100% even. If I was going to set this in silver, then I really wouldn't worry about it too much. But this is our shape. I'm going to go ahead and drill right here, up here at the top somewhere. Even though they are pretty matched up, I do have to be careful, and one would have to be careful to make sure to drill straight, because if you're drilling at an angle, it might be, the hole might start in one spot, but then come out through the other. So yeah, I'm going to drill this as straight as I can. See what happens. Pretty cute stuff. All right, looks pretty good. I did get a little bit of blowout on this side. I could tighten that up by countersinking it a bit with like a rounded burr, but I'm just gonna go ahead and lick both sides with 280 grit again before I take this to 600 grit, 1200 grit, 3000. Then I will wrap it up with aluminum oxide, like Fabuluster compound, to buff it before I try to take this apart. Wish me luck. I usually make matching pairs of harder stones. I didn't think about it until right now that these are so soft that I might actually snap them breaking them apart. But I'm feeling lucky. Alright folks, here at the old Red Wing dental lathe, nothing fancy. I'm gonna polish with this aluminum oxide. It works very similarly to Fabuluster. It's actually an aluminum oxide used in the dental industry. It came with my Red Wing dental lathe. It's a little bit greasier, and I think just a tad bit not as good. I misplaced my Fabuluster. I have no idea where it is. I would prefer to use the real Fabuluster, but this aluminum oxide will work. It works very well. It's just a little greasy. Anywho, here we go. Alright folks, take a look at that. There's some of the greasy Fabuluster I was talking about, but that'll wipe right off. Impeccable shine. Caught some of the Fabuluster up here on the undercut by the hole. That's fine. I'll wipe this thing down. But boy, shines like glass. Love it, love it, love it. I do believe the white in this material is talc. If you look up Ricolite on like Google or whatever, you'll see a lot of the darker green stuff that grows with these white lines. It's actually talc. Very cool. Alright, now let's get this bad girl apart. Love the little dendrites in there. Alright, now let's see if we can get this apart without breaking the stone. I haven't broken any yet. It is a lot easier than getting the super glue apart. I was putting like a razor blade between them and like hammering stones apart. And yeah, didn't work out so well all the time. If this was a much harder stone like an agate or a jasper, I would simply like put a blade in between here to help it out, but this material is a little softer than steel. So we're just going to take our time. All right. And we got it apart. And it looks pretty good. I should have used a much smaller drill bit. I don't think I have anything too small that I drill by hand. That looks like 0.5 millimeter there. I probably should have used that if I'm going to make earrings, but well, that's okay. Someone will be able to make earrings with this larger hole. Very nice. Cute little book match. All right, now to get this off, I've been flat lapping this. I don't know how this stuff will react to acetone. You could probably try to put it in acetone. I just take it to a flat lap and it rips it right off. But if you don't have a flat lap, maybe try some fingernail polish remover or, I don't know, maybe even some soap, like some degreaser. That came off surprisingly easy. But yeah, give it a shot. You tell me. Leave a message in the comment section below. What do you think would be the easiest way to remove this if you didn't have a flat lap? Anyway, that was fun. Thank you so much for watching, my friends. I really, really appreciate it. If you are interested in this book match pair, you can help support the channel by purchasing them from me. Just let me know in the comment section below that you are interested in this. Anyway, I hope this inspired somebody, and I hope this helped somebody who might have had problems making book-matched pairs. Like I've said before, these are super profitable. I'm definitely going to be making hundreds of book-match pairs for the Tucson Gem and Mineral Show. Again, this is not the only way to do it. You could use super glue. It is a little bit more difficult, and I've had to use a knife and like hammer it, but there's other ways you can do it. If you're really good at using templates and you've been doing it by eye, that's very cool too. I'm not a very big template kind of person. Anyway, I love you folks. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and like or dislike this video, whatever you feel. I'll see you soon. Thanks again.